Alright everyone, welcome back to MAGFAST 2025. Next up we have Midnight Mutants for the Atari 7800. That is Flannelkat joining us tonight.
Alright folks, hello, welcome. I am Flannelkat. I think I'm pretty cool. This is my lovely co-host, Kat. So,
hello.
If you just say Kat, you'll get one of us. But this is an Atari 7800 video game. I ran it on a whim. I would hesitate to qualify this as a speedrun. There is a very good run out there by a talented runner named White Hat. If you want a real speedrun, you can go look at that. We're going to get every item in the game, and you're going to experience this game. Kat's going to tell you all about it when we get there.
I sure am.
You're going to hear her voice a lot here. And let's get going with a 3, 2, 1, go.
The Ultimate Halloween Nightmare Midnight Mutants.
So the top of this video game is going to... The top of this video game is going to give you little clues as you play this game, and there's a lot of dialogue at the top. Normally it would be really tough to actually pay attention to, but don't worry, we've got Kat here who's going to read all of it.
Talk to Grandpa by pressing the right button.
It wants us to talk to Grandpa by pressing the right button. We're not going to do that for a little while. We can talk to Grandpa, I don't know. So what this game is,
I feel really tough.
So what this video game is at sometimes... Oh god, okay, cool. So we're going to try to get all these items. We're picking up gems that increase our maximum health here. Normally you wouldn't come into here until you've got a way to see in the dark, but don't worry, you could just... Every time something gets scary, you could just screen transition and you'll be fine. But don't worry, there'll be actually things to look at. There we go. Okay, we're going to talk to Grandpa so this message goes away.
Help, the wicked Dr. Evil, the Ultimate Halloween Nightmare Midnight Mutants. You feel pressure on your brain.
She's the hardest working girl in video games right now.
Simon Yeager's experiments were dangerous.
We're going in here to find our first knife, and we're just gonna get our first weapon.
Simon Yeager worked with Dr. Evil. You marvel at the cutting force within your grasp.
We have a knife. It says cutting force within your grasp. It's a very bad weapon.
Have you thought about the Ultimate Halloween Nightmare Midnight Mutants?
I think it's the Ultimate January 26th Nightmare. 1:25 a.m. Mutants now.
I want my mutant TV.
What a callback that is to I Want My MTV. Shout out to the 90s. This game came out in 1990.
Well, apparently it's still the Ultimate Halloween Nightmare Midnight Mutants.
Midnight Mutants. So since we've got a knife, we can get into the church, as the dialogue at the top will tell us. No, I don't like these bats that are really zealous right now. What is happening? Okay.
You found the cross. Bats will think twice before attacking.
I am now immune to bats.
You're also 76% pure.
That's my blood. It's not great. So what the cross does, it prevents bats from attacking you, as long as you're holding the cross. They'll still fly around you, but they just literally can't hurt you.
The cross will protect you from bats.
Oh, really?
Walking Dead don't need shoes. A strange chill comes over you. This lantern will light your way. You feel pressure on your brain. Again.
So this lantern will show us through dark rooms. This is technically a looping screen. If you go all the way to the bottom, it's 3 screens tall. If you go to the bottom or top, it'll just loop. The only way to exit is through these little lines of pumpkins right here. Now that we can see in the dark, and we've got a cross, we can go into the spooky caves.
Damon kept a collection of human eyeballs.
You'll learn a lot about the bosses in this game through the top of the screen. Damon Muller is going to be our second boss, who is as the subtitles say, a feared optometrist.
This place drives me batty.
Why are you here?
I'm just trying my best. Beware. Dr. Evil may be watching you. Dr. Evil dabbled in the occult.
Alright, we're going to look out for the dog.
Watch out for the crabs.
These are spiders. As long as the dog doesn't jump on me, everything is fine. The spiders barely deal any damage. Don't worry about that power-up. We're going to get that later.
The Ultimate Halloween Nightmare, Midnight Mutants.
That's where we are. Alright, we're going to head up here, get one more full health max up.
Talk to Grandpa by pressing the right button.
I don't know why that one came back. Usually you don't see that.
You feel a burst of power.
But every time you pick up one of these, you get a full heal.
Beware the crypt.
What? Where'd the music go?
Walking Dead don't need shoes. A strange chill comes over you.
That was the wrong direction. Don't mind me. Need to walk forward till we hit a wall.
Simon Yeager wanted to purify his blood. Simon Yeager's experiments were dangerous.
We're learning a lot about Simon Yeager today.
Well, we knew this.
I know this. I played this video game.
Yeah, but we got that line earlier. Simon Yeager worked with Dr. Evil.
So you can heal at the well, and we're going to walk in this cabin, and this cabin has a weapon that actually does things for us, an axe.
Wow. With the axe in your possession, you feel sturdy, forceful, prepared. Damon Moeller was a feared optometrist.
So this is another diversion that I added literally earlier today. And now we can get this this gem out there. We're going to dance a little around these lizards. Ow.
Damon spent much time in the crypt.
We're going to spend some time in the crypt later. This is awful. Why you stop doing this to me?
We also just got a $10 donation from Malumet. Thank you so much, Malumet.
Thank you, Malame.
Beware, Dr. Evil may be watching you.
All right. Now we just need to go. We're going to go back to the beginning. We're going to fight a first boss here.
Time and space become interwoven. You feel really tough.
All right. So this is that was just like a quick warp back here. And you can get through these bushes, which you normally can't get through anywhere else at this corner. And, oh god, dog.
Beware the crypt.
One more full health power up.
You feel really tough.
Thank you. Yeah.
Walking Dead don't need shoes.
The dogs are terrible. So we're gonna fight our first boss here. It's this mutant ram.
Mutant ram power?
This mutant ram. The weak point is this thing at the top of the screen. Every time I hit this ram, the screen's gonna flash. That is maybe visually intense for some people. I know it's not that bad, but you know, take care of yourselves first. There are only 3 bosses in this game. They are all full screen things like this. It's honestly why I played this game in the first place, because I saw the bosses. I'm like, wait, that's really cool. We just got to hit this thing a whole lot. The music gets pretty good.
I do like the boss music.
It's got some jams to it. And as soon as we kill this ram, it'll explode for, I don't know, 45 full minutes. And we will,
That would be overestimate, then.
The bosses take a long time to die in this video game for whatever reason. Come on, please. I need to hit you like twice. 3 times? There we go.
Everybody at home, please scratch one goat.
If you have a goat within your vicinity, please scratch that goat. The music just loops. And I'm telling you, it's gonna blow up for a long time. One more?
Just watch that score go up.
Alright, we're free.
You feel pressure on your brain.
We can continue the video game. We're gonna head into the building. Oh, that's a lot of birds over there.
The air smells of doom.
Why?
I'm not sure. It didn't come out for another 3 years after this. Simon Yeager worked with Dr. Evil.
So we're headed inside the mansion. We're gonna go through, there's a secret door in it, and if you try to go in there before you fight the ram, the game just says, what are you doing in here? You're not cool enough. Almost like literally in those words.
We're back again. The ultimate Halloween nightmare, Midnight Mutants.
So we were actually in here before and spawned the item by not fighting anything, which is a new one on me.
You feel really tough.
I am very tough.
Rumors say Damon Moeller was blind.
How can... But he's a feared optometrist. Alright, don't let the dogs pet you.
Beware. Dr. Evil may be watching you. In the early 19th...
Nope.
Use your weapons wisely or you will fail.
So that is information on Damon Moeller, is what we just skipped. Basically, when you enter like vaguely near where a boss is, it'll give you a little bit of lore about them. Guy off screen over here. We need to clear out this whole room. The game vaguely talks about how someone was developing a laser gun of sorts.
I see them
in the lab. And hopefully we're going to kill this guy. And it's going to spawn. Look at that. You need to clear the room, but sometimes clearing the room is a lot harder than you think.
The dead will rise to greet you at the doctor's command. Watch out for that pumpkin.
It's really...
There's a weapon in the laboratory.
What laboratory? What weapon?
The zombie dancing on a table is quite a sight. A cross will protect you from bats.
This is the best lizard RNG I've ever seen headed into this corner. Now that we're in the corner, I'm sure they can pay me back by walking into me. We need to clear this corner out of lizards. These things take so many hits. This is the best weapon you can have at this point, though. So we're just going to stand in this corner and hope that they don't come over here, which is honestly working out really well.
Simon detests all humans. With this powerful blaster, a strange chill comes over you.
I don't think that's what the line said. So this is the strongest weapon in the game. I know we get it immediately after the previous one. It fires very quickly. It deals a ton of damage. Things in this game still feel like they take 1,000 hits, but that's okay. I don't have to mash the button. You could just hold the button down and he just fires a lot.
You feel pressure on your brain.
I should get that checked out. Let's go!
You feel really tough.
Alright, so we have even more max health. Each one of these increases my max health, but don't worry, folks at home. You can lose max health if you're really adventurous.
Speaking of the folks at home, we have a $20 donation from Kanban Meow, who says, press the right button to talk to Grandpa.
You know, just for you, Kamba,
This plasmic pumpkin smells rotten.
there you go. There's your advice today.
Some treasures appear at the absence of evil.
There's your one hint that if you fight enemies, things might happen.
Damon spent much time in the crypt.
Occasionally, I want to reset the room so the enemy layout is a little bit easier. There's always going to be two of these dudes in here, but, you know, not spawning immediately into your face is always a big help.
Beware, Dr. Evil may be watching you.
Alright, now that we have this gun, we can just walk up here. We're going to go to this pirate ship out of nowhere inside this cave. Don't worry, there's no lore about it, but it's filled with ghosts. Now, ghosts are very exciting because when they hit you, they reduce your maximum hit points. But they do get really angry when you kill them. Let's kill one. It'll shake its fist at us and disappear.
There's a weapon in the laboratory.
I think we may have that weapon already. I mean, you know, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say we may have acquired this at one point in our life.
The ultimate Halloween nightmare, Midnight Mutants.
That's why I got my spooky pants on for this run specifically. So, let's go. Alright, we just need to work our way out of this cave, so we're going to be doing a little bit of backtracking. So, if anyone wants to cut me off, now's the right time.
Well, good time then. We have a $50 donation from Blind UV or Blind Dove. It says, this game is putting a good kind of pressure in my brain, and I appreciate that.
Let's go. Thank you for that. If you want to donate with your favorite Midnight Mutants quote, don't let me stop you.
This place reeks of death.
No, you have to donate now if you're going to say that.
Excuse me?
Well, we have really low blood number right now, but that's okay. We're going to walk up here. Hopefully not all of the enemies are going to be in the corner with me. I added this to this run today. Oh, jeez.
Use this menu to... Nope. Maybe not.
This is going to be a blood purity potion in here, and I don't need it under any circumstances at this point. Because we picked up this this necklace on the boat, and it's going to let us pick... Oh, God. It's going to let us pick up the heart in the middle of the room. And the heart is going to just make our blood immune to being poisoned.
Use weapons wisely or you will fail.
I don't know any other way to use the weapons, honestly. It tells me to use them wisely, but I guess, like, as long as you're firing at the enemies, you'll probably be okay.
We're back again. The ultimate Halloween nightmare.
Alright, we're gonna go
Midnight
explore the
Mutants.
house now. There's a bunch of items in the house in a lot of the rooms except for the first floor. But first we're gonna dance with these werewolves for a little while. They have so many hit points for some reason. And I don't quite understand the enemy AI. Sometimes they chase you around and sometimes they are just content to walk around in corners. Please, come, no, heal. Alright, another health up, which heals you at the same time. We're going to pick up a few of these. By the end of this, if everything goes well, and there's still some ghosts left in this world, our health bar will be the entire bottom of the screen, from the word health to the right side.
You considered talking to Grandpa by pressing the right button?
Well, it's gonna take a donation now if I'm gonna do that.
Walking Dead don't need shoes.
Why, though? I don't get it.
Strange chill comes over you.
That's fair. Oh, the health up spawned.
Simon Yeager wanted to purify his blood.
Simon Yeager being the ram we saw in the beginning.
The air smells of doom.
As we've established. Thank you, Kat, for reading all these for me.
You're welcome.
Kat was my lovely co-host for when I ran this on Big Bad Game-a-thon as well. And it's always a delightful experience.
Well, Damon Moeller was a feared optometrist. You feel a burst of power. I want my Mutant TV.
Shout out to Mutant TV.
Shout out to the Ultimate Halloween Nightmare Midnight Mutants.
What was your favorite program on MTV? Mutant TV specifically, not real TV.
Probably a zombie dancing on a table.
I'll say you can't do that in the graveyard.
Maybe feeling pressure on my brain.
This is a delightful video game. If anyone at home is looking for something that's just like kind of simultaneously ahead and behind its time, since this is a release in 1990, this is the Atari 7800. The NES had been out for years at this point. But it is still pretty impressive sometimes.
Simon detests all humans. A
All of
strange chill comes over you. How cold are you now?
It is pretty cold outside. I won't lie.
I just got a $10 donation from I Can't Stop Thinking About How They Spelled Tough. Tuff. Who also says, those crabs look just like mine. Thank you very much. I can't stop thinking about how they spelled tough.
I'm glad the word tough has a hold on you here.
Now your blood will never falter.
Alright, we've picked up the heart. We no longer need the blood purity potions, but we're gonna drink one anyway because I like to see the number at 100%.
Icy shivers run down your spine. I don't think that potion did too well for you.
This is another part I've added to here, is we're gonna go down to the dock, which you'd normally never see.
Private estate? Dead-emmed?
Dead-emmed.
And once again, the ultimate Halloween nightmare, Midnight Mutants, just in case you didn't know. There is a weapon in the laboratory.
Yeah, most of these have no, like, rhyme or reason as to when they show up. It's kind of beautiful in a lot of ways. Oh, nothing spawned. There it is.
You feel a burst of power.
I love to feel burst of power. The amount of enemies that spawn there, I've had circumstances where you clear the room and you're like, okay, all these enemies are definitely gone. And then you walk around, there's still nothing spawning.
Is it really a 100% run if you don't press the right button to talk to Grandpa every time they tell you?
I have been talking to Grandpa plenty, thank you very much.
Strange chill comes over you. I wonder if that's related.
I wonder what that means. Oh wait, we have to go to the crypt. We have to go to the crypt, right. I'm playing the video game in the correct order.
Simon Yeager's experiments were dangerous.
We're gonna go
Watch out.
see everyone's favorite feared optometrist. And hopefully a ghost does not spawn inside my hurt person.
Why would this place reeks of death? In the fall of 19... This place reeks of death.
No. No. Please, ghost, excuse me? Yeah? What are you doing? Alright, we're gonna fight Damon Moeller. The mutant skull power. Since we've already got the best weapon in the game, we're just gonna sit here and attack it. It's gonna be fine. We don't need to worry about anything. We're not gonna dodge. We're just gonna hit the skull a lot. Shockingly, we need not worry
really
about too
well.
much. Yeah, I didn't get knocked out of the way, so excuse you. Great job. You toasted him.
You did
Toasted him. This is gonna happen for a little bit, so if you want to,
Now
if
he
you want
has,
to read a donation or talk about a blurb, it's all you.
Dragonflies coming out.
All right, while the skeleton is exploding, Just to remind everybody, we are MAGFAST 2025. We are supporting Child's Play as a charity that provides entertainment via video games and board games to children's hospitals all around the world. It's a wonderful cause supported by some wonderful people, and we do thank you guys for being here with us tonight. If you'd like to donate, we do have a QR code up on the big screen. We got some QR codes over here on the poster boards. If you're following along at home, underneath the Twitch window, we do have a link to donate to Child's Play. Thank you, everybody, for being here, for watching from home, and a huge thank you to everyone who has donated so far tonight. We're currently at $14,629 and, of course, 69 cents. Thanks again so much, and thank you again for joining us at MAGFAST 2025.
Whoops. Nope. I've got to get back on track here.
Talk to Grandpa by pressing the right button.
I will never talk to Grandpa by pressing the right button.
Okay, sorry? Walking Dead don't need shoes.
Alright, we are walking to Dr. Evil. Hopefully. Nope. What did I do wrong?
You feel pressure on your brain.
Apparently
Me when I get lost in a maze.
I think we need to turn over here first and then go up.
This
Yeah,
place
there we
reeks
go.
of death.
I've studied the maps of this game for a while. They kind of are a bit nonsense. Alright, now we're just going to walk through this little bit at the end here to find Dr. Evil. These enemies are interminable with how many hits they take to die. And they're all standing in these tiny hallways.
I wonder if this is the collection of human eyeballs that Damon kept on the screen.
These look like skulls. The collection of human eyeballs got launched at us during the fight. Shout out to the words radioactive and the rocks.
Isn't that the developer?
And also, shout out to the $10 donation we just got from Unmemorable Ham, who says, Midnight Mutants Grandpa %.
Alright, chat, next time the game tells me, I will press the right button to speak to Grandpa. Who, I went over the whole Al Lewis thing, right, at the beginning.
I don't think you did.
Oh, so you might be at home watching and be like, why does that guy look like Grandpa Munster? So, the developers of this video game, I don't know if they set out to try to make a Munsters game and just couldn't do it, but they sure did get Al Lewis's likeness, and it is officially licensed to Al Lewis, playing not the Munsters Grandpa, so the box art just has Al Lewis with just featuring Grandpa.
Have you been a good boy?
What happened? The thing closed again. I've never seen that happen in my life. Let's fight this room again.
Use your weapons wisely, or you will fail.
Use the button
Maybe
to talk
that's
to
the hint
Grandpa
for the screen.
wisely. So what happened there is I guess we talked to Grandpa and the game rewrote the room and there were no enemies to defeat to open the door. That was open, for the record.
I mean, with all the power-ups, you're in pretty good shape.
Yeah. We did get a ghost spawning inside of us, which was very exciting. One dog, shout out to that dog.
The dead will rise to greet you at the doctor's command.
So this is, I hesitate to call it the final room of the game, because it's not. We have some backtracking to do after we, fight this boss, but this is the room. PA apparently stands for Dr. Evil. But Dr. Evil is hiding in this small black square in the middle of the screen. Please, pumpkin throwing man, thank you. So how do people like this music?
I think I still like the boss music the most. A
All right.
potion to restore health?
I got a question for chat. Why is Dr. Evil hot?
The power of the sinister Dr. Evil.
So you have to shoot him in the ears, but only on the side where he's spawning things out of his ears. Where most enemies would spawn enemies. Or if you're going to spawn smaller enemies, ears is the location. So we're gonna shoot this man for a while.
I like how the health bar changes icons as you go through.
It is a real cool touch that I never noticed when I used to run this game until Kat commentated for me in the past. And I'm like, oh, look at that. Oh my god. Okay. Nope. What? Overachieving bugs. And the hitbox is very unclear as to where it actually is and when it moves. But, you know, vaguely aim at the ears, you'll be okay. Also, I have the same question from my previous run from earlier in the week, where Dirk the Daring was very tiny for no reason. Why are we so tiny? Or is Dr. Evil just very, very large?
I don't know, but I'm just looking at those eyebrows.
They're devilish. Oh my god, please. There we go. There we go. Good hits, good hits. I've never counted the hits before, but it's probably getting somewhere in the few hundreds. More than it needs to be. Now, in the actual speedrun of this video game, the strat is to get the Mega Blaster right away by taking the shortcut through the well and just going straight to Dr. Evil, more or less. Which, you know, I just don't think I'm that good at this video game. That I can fight him with no upgrades.
Doing pretty good right now.
Yep. He's almost down. I haven't used my healing item, which is it's a good fight if I don't use my healing item. And perhaps this is the final boss, but this is not time when he goes down. We have to still rescue Grandpa, who is trapped inside a pumpkin.
There is more to do.
Because the whole premise of this game is Dr. Evil has kidnapped Grandpa and put him in a pumpkin, and now, wow, amazing, fantabulous,
Wow.
rad!
Amazing, fantabulous, rad, awesome.
Awesome! This is gonna happen for a hot minute. The score count's up, though. That's exciting.
Every time.
One more? The music stop. Ah! Okay, we're fine. Sorry.
You might really want to talk to Grandpa by pressing the right
I
button.
did promise chat, didn't I?
Necklace from the shipwreck will slow damage as well as allow you to walk on water.
I did not know it slows damage. I don't know if that's true, actually.
Do you think the ultimate Halloween nightmare Midnight Mutants would lie to you?
100%. Like, unquestionably, I have never been so confident than to think that this game might actually lie to me. But I adore this game. And I adore MAGFAST for letting me play this video game.
Beware of the crypt. Might be radioactive. Walking Dead don't need shoes.
Alright. We're just walking back to go turn the pumpkin back into Grandpa, who is trapped inside a giant pumpkin. Astute viewers may have seen a giant pumpkin earlier. Please? Okay, thanks for hurting me. That's not my favorite. The question is, will I remember where the warp is?
Strange chill comes over you. You feel pressure on your brain about trying to find where it is.
But
the air smells of doom. The ultimate Halloween nightmare, Midnight Mutants.
I think we go up, and then left. Is this it? Is it one over? One more.
David kept a collection of human eyeballs. Icy shivers run down your spine. Rumors say Damon Moeller was blind.
Okay, I've clearly gone a wrong direction, so we're just gonna walk back the long way.
Use your weapons wisely or you will fail.
I don't know why this one specific, like, what I need to do is basically find the cabin and walk back and use the teleporter to head back, but I'm just gonna walk over, because I clearly have lost the cabin. Why is that dog big?
This is a line we haven't seen yet. Professor Von Adams was exiled from Austria in 1811.
That is Professor Evil.
Dr. Evil?
Dr. Evil. He's a professor, man. I don't know. Alright, so we are on our way to save Grandpa. Time will be coming up relatively soon. So
Strange chill comes over you.
we just gotta go to the pumpkin, and it will pop open as soon as you see Al Lewis on the screen. That is time.
This place reeks of death. Some proclaim that Simon hates the human race. The
Put the
little
holes. Here it
towel
is.
in the distance.
Here's the pumpkin. And that will be
Oh.
almost time.
Watch out.
I gotta equip the pumpkin. That's time.
What a screen.
What a screen. Awesome.
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 Look at
That
that
is
score.
time. 28 minutes, 51 seconds.
You know, you love to hear
Nicely
it.
done.
Now, the game doesn't take control away from you, so you can still fire, just you can't do anything. You can go to your menu, you can heal, you can try to use the healing item, everything disappears. But we did it. We're done. That's the end of the game. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate magFAST for letting me run 2 things this year, and I will look forward to running many more in the future. Thank you to all who donated. You're wonderful. Thank you to Kat for providing lovely commentary and reading the top of the screen for all of us.
Absolutely.
And thanks so much. Keep watching. Enjoy the next run. Keep donating, and I'll throw it back to our host now. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Flannelkat and Kat, for joining us with this wonderful, very old game, Midnight Mutants Atari 7800. It was great to watch, and thank you so much for playing it with us tonight.